Sustainable land use management project starting in 2008 November, and the objective of this project is to increase the sustainable land use management. The farmer abandoned this area because it was infertile and there was a lot of erosion, and the nutrient of this soil was flowing with the soil in the marshland. So this is make this area infertile, donc low productivity, and the farmer abandon it. There is many solutions to control erosion. One, you can use radical terraces. Radical terraces is very expensive. It means that the farmer cannot afford. So at the beginning of the project to help a farmer to build these radical terraces. The destruction of radical terraces, we stabilize this area with these agroforestry species.
Ibi ngibi mfite hegitari eshanu z'ibi biti. Ariko ahanga kabakarusho kubera ko bazinyongeye mu murima nari narataye. Ahantu hareze ku buryo bwa mbere baduhaye ifumbire. Uyu musozi niwo wa mbere muri aka gace ugomba kuryohera abanyarwanda no guhinga neza. Nongeye gushima leta y'u Rwanda ishiramo imbaraga n'umushinga, ariko nongera mbashimira ngoma amashi leta y'u Rwanda.
This soil, as you see, is a volcanic soil. You see how it is dark and very fertile than the other we saw in Rwanda. This soil also is fragile. You cannot use radical terraces because they will be gully. Is why here the appropriate technology to control erosion is progressive terraces. Is why we use this agroforestry species, Arenosa caminata. You see how it is doing very well. The species of agroforestry species, before to establish it here, we ask the farmer, which kind of species do you like? They choose Arenosa caminata.
Umurima uko wari umeze wari uruharamuga, amazi yaratembaga cyane, amazi yatemba uhinze uturayi bikagenda, ariko ubu ngubu iyo bino biti bigereyemo rwose amazi nta kigenda. Hari n'abaturage benshi bumva ko ibi biti byagera mu mirima yabo kubera yuko bifata ubutaka.
Then we are comparing the shrubs, the coffee shrubs under shade tree to the coffee in full sun. Involved in the project are first ICRAF, ESID, SDI Voca, then Copac. We have 45 demo processes established in 2 districts, both Rubavu and the Rutsiro districts.
Ibiti nabiteye kugira ngo bizanire ikawa igicucu kugira ngo ziyongere uburyohe. Ikindi cyo ndekereza wenda hari cyo nashatse kugira ngo nanone bizongere bingira akamaro nyuma yaho nuko nimara gukura nzabigurisha ngabonamo amafaranga. Kazegeranye ni ibiti ubona zimeze neza mbese muri rusange.
This particular area here, what we do is to harvest runoff water, which is generated on the upper side of the slopes, and also the roads provide very big catchment for runoff generation. So the runoff, for this case here, is tapped on the upper parts of the catchment and falls over through those drains, and it flows down to this silt trap, and it passes through this other silt trap here. So there are 2 silt traps. The first one is the one that picks up the most of the silt structure, but the next one here comes through this other silt structure, and then it goes into the pond. When the water is full, the water will flow back again. So we have some kind of we call it a freeboard. So water will flow back, and then excess water will flow downstream. Remaining water can then be tapped using the rope and washer pump. So usually what you do is somebody goes here and cranks this wheel. So by cranking the wheel like this, water flows through those pipes into the tank. And that water can then be tapped by the farmer to be used for irrigation on an agroforestry plot. So our pond here is 120 cubic meter capacity, which is enough to irrigate half-acre plots.
The pompe pedal. Kiriya kidufasha mu gukaraga gutya dushaka amazi yo gushyira muri pompe kuko ikoreshwa n'amazi. Ikibazo cy'imipira gusa migufi ya dufite kuko nta bushobozi turagira bwo kuba twakwigurira imipira. Niyo njyo niradayitemo inkunga. Akaba ari niyo mpamvu ubona dushaka twibanda mu guhinga bino byuhirwa igihe gitoya. Kuko duhinze twaguye ubuhinzi bwacu bukagera kure ntabwo twabona imipira igize uko batubwiye ko agaciro k'umupira gahenze.
Normally the project itself just is led by Rwanda, but you have just the partnership, the partners like Millennium Village, Service Ministry, JICA, ICRAF. West and north, we have just many hills and mountains. And also it's an area where we found just availability of rainfall. These partners and south parts, and you're promoting just those activities in the east and the south provinces because it's a dry.
Sasa nina ng'ombe wawili. Hapo kwanza nilikuwa sina ujuzi wa kufuga ng'ombe. Nilikuwa nawapa haya majani. Lakini kwa kukamua nilikuwa nakamua maziwa kidogo sana. Mpaka Ed ikaja ikatufundisha, basi wakatupa ICRAF ikaja ikatupa majani ya kupanda. Mbele nilikuwa nakamua kama lita 4. Lakini kwa sasa ninakamua kama lita 8 usubuhi na 7 jioni. Nina majani kama aina 4. Nina majani ya Calandra, nina haya majani ya mkuna. Alafu nina nyingine nitaonyesha inaitwa Desmodium. Nina hata majani yanaitwa Bomalod. ICRAF ndio ilinifundisha. Kama wewe mkulima mwenzangu, nakushauri kutumia haya majani na kumfuga ng'ombe. Kwa sababu ukimpa haya majani basi utakamua maziwa mengi. Unaleta na haya majani kama 30% unachanganya. Alafu ng'ombe akiwa anakuwa na afya nzuri. Ni kama kula mayai.